Hello, everyone. Welcome to our discussion on mental health. We have been talking about the importance of keeping one's mental health intact, be it in a family setup or in a workspace. But there are certain concepts that we need to understand which plays a very important role in modern day life. One such concept is called character strength. We always know that it is not just about keeping ourselves better spaced or keeping ourselves healthy around, be it in terms of physical health or in terms of mental health. But what is also important is our ability to face challenges. We seldom talk about the need to face our anxieties. We don't usually encourage people to take up risks because we want to have a safe and secure life, which is actually needed, no doubt about that. However, it is also necessary for any one of us to maybe invest a bit of our efforts, our energy in seeking new things. And if we start seeking new things, is when we start growing. So our growth is directly dependent on how prepared are we to take up risks. So now let us talk about the importance of taking risks. In life, we always don't get everything well organized. Sometimes we may have to struggle for certain things. Sometimes we may have to discover newer ways of dealing with whatever we have. Some other times we have to maybe do a bit of permutations and combinations to get what we want to get in our lives. To do all these things, one must have an attitude of taking risks. So the more we are open to seek out newer things, the more we are open to explore newer possibilities, is when we will be able to understand life better and we will be able to achieve things that apparently looks impossible. However, this comes with a caution. Not all risks are worthy because some risks can be detrimental, some risks can be unnecessary, some risks can be troublesome to people around us. So, when we talk about the ability to take risk, we should also be able to make a distinction between what is essential and what is not essential, or whether a risk is worthy enough to pursue further, or is it something that we are doing for the heck of it. So one's character strength of being able to take risk is heavily dependent on their ability to understand what is essential and what is not essential. So, if you are somebody who is looking out different ways of growing, if you are somebody who wants to see life from a larger perspective, then we must be able to take up risks. We must be open to explore newer arenas. We should be able to understand and put ourselves into space where we have not explored. However, while doing this, we should also keep in mind that these efforts are not harmful and these efforts are not damaging to us and people around us. Therefore, the character strength of one person to be able to grow strongly, to develop a positive attitude, what is essential is to be prepared to explore new things, at the same time considering or evaluating whether that effort is needed or not. In our real life, there are opportunities or there are occasions where we won't be able to take some time and analyze whether something is needed or something is not needed. So what do we do at that time? What should be our decision making process? And that is when what is important is to rely on one's uh, you know inner feeling. So that is, in other words, called calling. Listen to your calling, understand what is prompting you to take a certain action and proceed further. So if your inner calling is saying that you must be uh, going further and you don't have required support system around you to reach out, ask, consult, and then take a decision, go with what your inner calling says. Because sometimes it is worth it. Sometimes it helps you to see a different side of you. So, risk taking behavior by itself can sound dangerous, but if you take a calculative step, if you can consult and decide, it helps you in a larger way. But if there is nobody to provide you the consultation, there is nobody to help you with some suggestions, then what is better is to listen to your inner calling. So, overall, for positive thinking, for a healthy life, to have a growth mindset, it is important for us to be prepared to explore into new spaces where we have not explored so far, but being aware of the hidden risks or the hidden damages is also what is essential. So, when we are looking at mental health, when we are looking at growth, let us keep all these points in mind and make ourselves strong enough to become functionally superior human beings. Thank you for watching. Let us meet again with few more information, few more concepts, and few more ideas. Thank you. See you again.